Alright guys, I think this is my first video for 2026. I've got a slate of some nice games to cover for you, including the Val Kilmer WWII Tournament, which is what we're going to cover either in this video or the next two videos. And then after that, I will cover the 2026 Cronjack random free-for-all. You could see some of these games up here. I'm going to cover all of this. But first, as we are going in chronological order, I'm going to cover these World War II games. I don't remember exactly what the rules were. I don't think Val Kilmer was the most forthcoming with how exactly he was going to score the games. He never provided any updates. He just provided the final score, which of course I won't spoil. But yeah, these are the probably the first 12 or so games. I think there might have been more, but these definitely cover the large two-team games, and they don't necessarily cover the handful of free-for-all games that came after those large two-team games. And I also don't even know if they counted. But yeah, let's just dive right in. Here we go. King of the Hill on Recon. Who is this? Chameleon. Alright, well, let's follow Chameleon here. We see King of the Hill. Let me shift F7, shift up. We have a nice lineup of Scratch, Spy, Gorilla, Chameleon, Karma, Clank, Silic, Grenade, Val Kilmer, and yours truly. Karma is saying, we have this group on and we're playing a limb. This is a sin. He is referencing the fact that this was supposed to be a free-for-all tournament. However, you know, sort of the primary directive, as it is that whenever you get about 10 people, you should automatically change to S2 just on principle. And that is sort of, I think, what Karma is thinking. Anyway, we see Chameleon sneaking around here.
Flag captured.
Clank almost eating a Zook from Grenade.
Flag captured.
Oh, caps lock. Okay,
Contested.
that's better.
Flag captured.
Ooh, Spy probably should have died on that one. And I don't know why anybody isn't killing Clank. I don't know if Clank is considered a big threat in these games, but should have probably just killed him anyway.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag captured.
Definitely like where Chameleon is. This is what a lot of us call Camper's Hill, and it's a very strategic position to be in. Silic going for the Claymore. And he's taking some bullets. He does pick up the detonator. I'm not sure if he's going to... Oh, it looks like...
Captured.
Yep, that Claymore has been set off. Oh, we have me throwing a fire nade at Gorilla, and then dying. But I did get Gorilla, so that's all that really matters in the end. Spy needs to heal, probably. And Chameleon, who actually is probably one of the biggest threats.
Flag contested. Flag lost.
Oh, okay. Up until recently, wasn't really taking any fire, but Grenade finishes him off, and then Karma shoots Grenade in the back. Nice grenade there from Karma. Silic is going to go down. Nice RPG there from Scratch. Karma claiming lag.
Flag captured.
It looks like we're going to see a Val Kilmer Scratch showdown here.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag captured.
Or maybe they're just dancing
Flag
for time,
contested.
so either Clank or Spy are going to have to break up this stalemate. Oh, but Val Kilmer, he's got an angle. Oh, he's running away to get more time. Bit of a miss there from Clank.
Flag
Oh,
captured.
Val Kilmer
Player
with the
eliminated.
RPG, but he blows
Flag
himself up in the
contested.
process.
Flag
And
captured.
Clank is going to stab Val
Player
Kilmer.
eliminated.
So now we just have Spy and Clank.
Flag contested.
We'll see if they just dance on the flag to to guarantee themselves first and second, or if they'll try and go for a win here. It seems like they're taking the game seriously.
One minute remaining.
All right, now they're going first and second, so it's time to end this. Oh, look at that.
Captured.
Nice fire nade there from Spy to end it.
Player eliminated. Game over.
All right, so that was the first game. Congratulations to Spy. Congratulations to Clank for getting second. And let's move on here. Oh, I think we're diving right into the two teams. All right, so with that, we have the WAD squad with Clank, Gorilla, Judgmental Illness, or Psalm, Scratch, Karma, and Spy versus Silic, Grenade, Val Kilmer, Overdose, and Chameleon. So it is unfortunately a 6 versus 5, but other than that, I think the teams are somewhat fair. And we'll see how it plays out. One key difference, you got these Claymore mines here that is supposed to be off. And it's a sort of buggy feature
Game
of
on.
build 12, which build 13 has since been released, and so the Claymores that you see here are sort of a dying breed, and you won't really see them in future games unless we play some crazy stuff. So we see Silic's team, no cannon, and Clank is choosing to be a captain and a cannon. This can be a good thing or a bad thing. Clank's team does have a one-player advantage, so it will be kind of interesting to see how that will play into things. I'm not sure if Clank can do cannon duty and guard the flag. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, not seeing much movement here, just a lot of people on the flag. There is, okay, so we have Chameleon going planes with all of his guys. And look at this, they're already, Grenade is planes, I'm planes, and we have Psalm and Karma and Gorilla and Spy. This is 4 players in the planes. Okay, and then just gonna get gunned down. Looks like we have a gunfight over here. Scratch and Val Kilmer. But a lot of the most important part of the map, I always say, is the plains. It's Chameleon all by himself. I'm helping Chameleon a bit. Silic doing some nice healing. And nothing going on in the plains anymore. Nothing going on in middle. Oh, sorry, the swamps. It's just the plains. And it's 3-on-2. Oh, 3-on-1. And the WAD squad is taking control of the plains. Still a lot of defense. Val Kilmer and Scratch still duking it out in the swamps. And it looks like the cannon has focused its fire on Val Kilmer. The Cling cannon yet to kill anybody. Now we see overdosing grenade in the middle, trying to hold this bridge here. Val Kilmer not happy. He must have maybe got splattered by Scratch. Nice grenade there from me. Gonna red that guy. Me and Karma. Oh, look at that filth. We have Chameleon engaging 3 people. I don't know what Silic is doing. He needs to help out. Nice dodging there. Fighting Psalm. Kind of an errant RPG from Chameleon. I've seen him do much better. Oh, what is it? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so kind of deflected that offense, but it's still anybody's game. Karma pointing out that the cannon has 0 kills. Val Kilmer and Scratch going at it again. And Val Kilmer can't get the suicide RPG. Val Kilmer still got guys in the swamps. keep in mind, even though these percentages are 45-35, the cannon is worth 20%, so it's actually 7 guys against 5 guys. His cannon, no doubt, trying to get into position to bombard the hill. While Team Empty should be focused on just avoiding the cannon shots, trying to take down some of these soldiers. We do have a sneaky Val Kilmer soldier, and it is a straight shot to the flag. Spy is on defense, though. Meanwhile, we have Karma versus Overdose in the plains. And we have Gorilla making a move on this hill, most likely scouting for the cannon. And Silic. Silic going for the step. Alright, now this is the gunfight of the game. Like, this is it right here. Oh, nice RPG there from Karma. Little friendly fire there from Karma, unfortunately. Nice work there from Chameleon. Nice gunfire there. Kind of a lot of damage. He was yellow, and then those 3 shots killed him. I don't know. Ooh, almost. That was a lot of damage there from Chameleon. So now it is 4-on-3, guys. But Chameleon needs to heal. I'm going over here somewhere. Is there a Val Kilmer? Yep. We got a Val Kilmer in the swamps, a fresh guy, meaning he's done nothing. And 1 guy on defense. Meanwhile, we have the cannon, Gorilla, Spy, and Karma. 3 very, very solid players. It should be a situation where we should be seeing that their entire force is defense, and so everybody should be moving up. Yes, everybody has moved up. Not sure where Chameleon is. Is that him? Yes. And we see Karma potentially making a roundabout for the flag here. So it seems like the plan is Chameleon to hold middle, engage this guy, Karma's trying to go around to make a flag swipe. Silic, hopefully, is on defense. Well, Val Kilmer and I have to kill this one guy to win. So I don't know why we're not rushing. I don't know what exactly Val Kilmer is doing. I don't know if Silic sees Karma. That's a perfect RPG shot. Okay. Oh, there it is right there.
Flag captured.
Nice RPG from Val Kilmer. So yeah, I mean, there you go. This was a pretty good game. I think this might be the first large two-team games of any significance this year. I mean, I think we did play some S2 earlier in the year, but it didn't feature as many of these star players. You know, Karma, he's always questionable to show up. Gorilla, same deal. So the fact that, you know, all these guys showed up, put up some good games.
Team eliminated.
Showing up for the Val Kilmer Tournament.
Over.
All right there. Yeah, so pretty good game. Let's see what happens next. This is another Recon 2-team capture the flag. This time we have the WWII squad again with Clank, Val Kilmer, Gorilla, Spy, Karma, and Silic against the Bootlickers, Scratch, Grenade, Overdose, Donsky, Judgmental Illness, and Chameleon. It looks like Scratch has opted for a cannon. He gave me the cannon. Oh my goodness, what is he doing? And we'll see Clank is going to cannon for his team again, it appears. Again, I'm not so sure about the captain / cannon rule.
Game on.
Let's see what we got. Again, nobody really opting to use these claymores. Looks like one. Yeah, looks like one claymore might have been picked up by Gorilla. And for the second time in a row, Team Clanks, led by Karma and Spy and Silic and Gorilla, are just so fast to the plains. Meanwhile, Donsky, it looks like Donsky is all alone. Okay, Grenade is backing him up a little bit, but it looks like Donsky and Grenade are headed into the meat grinder here. One thing you'll notice is that there's just a wide dispersion of units. They're way spread out. Well, Grenade's units are somewhat clumped together. Same thing with Donsky. I think they might need to edit their formations or something. Meanwhile, we have Chameleon going swamps this time to engage Val Kilmer. What am I doing? Still moving up. This is good. It's 4-on-5 in the plains. Donsky and Psalm. Grenade has gone to this side over here. Can't zoom out anymore, so I can't get a complete angle. Looks like the WWII squad has got slightly more momentum here. something in this pile. I don't know what exactly. Okay, he's lobbing. Nice RPG there from Spy. And someone got exploded. Was that my cannon? Yes, it was. But Val Kilmer going right up the gut. I'm trying to get some shots on the cannon, but he's retreating. Looks like Clank's team is going to take the plains, and I think Donsky is wisely going for a retreat. Clank says he has cannon lock, firing a couple of shots there. Overdose wisely backing up his cannon to stay out of range. Nice grenade there from Clank. And it looks like Clank's cannon might be on the verge of death. Clank, OD, you coward. Not sure what he's talking about. He must be talking about someone else. So yeah, this is the second game in a row where Clank, a combination of Spy, Karma, Gorilla, just kind of overran the plains. Not much of a presence there for whoever's facing Clank's team. I mean, just a lot of defense. Yeah. Hate to follow myself because I try and give a view from as many different people as possible, but it's hard to not follow my cannon. We see a nice sneak there from Spy going around the base. No doubt going for the cannons. And Spy has a clear line. Not sure what anyone else is doing. Nice job there from Spy for killing the cannon. Now we see some offense. It's tied up in percentages, but a majority of the greens of Team Clank's army is on offense here. We have Donsky, nice grenade. That is going to launch somebody. Maybe Karma? Launched him so high that RPG almost actually landed on Donsky. yeah, all of a sudden, the WAD squad is on their heels. We see some creative stuff going on from Grenade. And I think these three guys really need to just be rushing. Especially now that Karma fired his RPG. It's absolutely a rushing scenario, but they're a bit slow. And Chameleon should be targeting Karma, but he's shooting Spy instead. And I think Chameleon let Karma off the hook there. Meanwhile, this Grenade soldier is still camping out. He has been detected, so Grenade is kind of in a tough way here. Now he doesn't have his RPG. It's going to be tough for him to do any damage. Almost. He almost baited in Clank. And Grenade's going to go down. Alright. Seems like everybody's chasing Karma now. Tie game. Karma saying that he's stalling. Getting chased by Overdose and Chameleon. Look at that filth. Alright, Karma's gonna go down. Alright, Donsky's got a great position to hold off these two guys while the yellow team regroups. And it looks like the green team, they're going to go back to D mode. Yeah, I think that turning point, the turning point was, Spy and his flank killing the cannon, and then there was 4 guys here, and they all just kind of got wiped out, and that defensive stand was what really turned things around for the yellow team.
5 minutes remaining.
But it's still anybody's game here. It is 4 soldiers against 5 soldiers. Donsky versus Gorilla duel in the middle here. Finally, someone else coming up. This is Chameleon. Donsky taking some damage there. All right, so I'm not seeing much. Not seeing much coordination here, to be honest, except perhaps from the green team. So we have Grenade, Clank, Gorilla, Overdose, Val Kilmer, Chameleon, and Donsky. Val Kilmer's a bit pinched right here. sure who that person was, but they kind of suicided. Maybe it was Dunsky. So it's 4-on-4, anybody's game. Grenade moving on up, just like the Jeffersons. We'll see what happens. Oh, nice shot there from Chameleon, but it's gonna kill both whoever that was. I think Gorilla and Grenade. So now it's 3-on-3, except it's currently 3-on-2 until this Scratch Defender comes up here. Overdose and Chameleon. Nice heal there from Overdose. This is just Patrol with flags now. We have Clank, Spy, and Val Kilmer against Scratch, Chameleon, and Overdose. This is anybody's game, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try and get all 6 players here. Somebody's... Okay, so we have Clank and Scratch in the swamps. Reminiscent of last game. Oh wait, sorry, Val Kilmer was... never mind. And then in the middle we have Chameleon and Spy. At the top, Overdose and Val Kilmer. Yeah, Clank is really just trying to make a move for the flag, I think. All the dirty work is happening over here. Nice dodging. Chameleon with the wild fire nade. And now it is Spy and Val Kilmer against me. I'm not sure what happened over here. They must have traded.
1 minute remaining.
Maybe I'm trying to draw this out to a tie, maybe.
Seconds remaining.
Clank kind of freaking out a bit. Okay, they get me. Yeah, but that was a very nice game there. A lot of back and forth. You know, a lot of getting perhaps overly aggressive, then overly defensive. Again, you know, Clank's team for the second game in a row just completely overran the plains. And again, I maintain that you need to get the plains. Not much of an effort from Team Bootlickers, but we did have a nice defensive stand when around the time Spy came to kill the cannon. Counteroffensive, killed the 4 guys here. And then when it was 5-on-4, there was an excellent defensive stand from Clank's team, and you know, it ultimately ended up being a pretty close one there.
Game over.
Alright, now this is game number 4. Here we go. Again, capture the flag on Recon. This time we have Team Gorilla, shit, with Judgmental Illness, Overdose, Donsky, Karma, and Val Kilmer. And Team Wad Squad for the 3rd time in a row, with Grenade, Spy, Scratch, Silic, and Chameleon. Again, you know, the beautiful thing about these games is that no matter which way you slice the pie, you know, when you have a lot of these so-called World War II veterans, you're going to get somewhat even teams every game. And, yeah, I would say that these are some pretty solid teams.
On.
Okay, so it looks like this time Clank is actually going to give his mortal enemy Scratch the cannon. We'll see how Scratch does. Clank perhaps opting to play a more traditional role. And for here we have me on the cannon. Second game in a row, I guess. We have very rapid action from Karma. Going planes. Love to see it. And we have virtually nobody. We have this single lone soldier from Silic who has a med kit going to the planes. And yeah, that's not exactly how I would do things, but then again, I'm not captain. We have Grenade going into the very deep swamps. He will run into Donsky. We'll see how that, keep an eye on that fight. Meanwhile, Val Kilmer is in the shallow swamps, getting gunned at. Chameleon going to the swamps for the second straight game. And yeah, I mean, nobody went swamps. Silic opting to return. Yeah, this is a planesless game, ladies and gentlemen. The planes have been completely vacated. Meanwhile, just very aggro from Chameleon. He's setting himself up to get cannoned here. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but meanwhile we have Grenade. Nice RPG there to get one of Donsky's guys. I think Chameleon might have gotten vaporized. Do I have any kill? Yeah, I think I might have vaporized Chameleon. And Spy is going to get triangulated here. He is going to get one of Karma's soldiers, but he goes down. So after the initial exchange, it looks like, again, no real action in the planes. Chameleon got bombed by me, and Grenade, with a nice RPG, killed one of Donsky's guys. That's sort of the original exchange so far. Oh, nice cannon shot there from Scratch. We have a Spy soldier in the middle. Grenade getting kind of aggressive. He's getting kind of testy here. He's getting himself in position to get cannoned. Oh. I think I launched Spy with the cannon there. But yeah, a lot of sort of solo flanking and that kind of thing. Nice shot there from me. And it looks like Grenade is gonna go down. Grenade not happy about the cannon. Spy not happy either. And then Psalm by himself. Oh. We do have Karma. Karma is back up, but it is 3-on-2. Now it is 4-on-1. 5-on-1. So they are overrunning Clank's team. Overrunning the planes again. There's a Scratch dude going right up the middle. Probably looking for the cannon lock. Nice cannon shot there. Scratch moving to bombard the hill a bit. We have Val Kilmer getting sussed out. He's got his flank was sniffed out a bit. There's some gunfighting over here still. Val Kilmer trying to get back. Scratch is really forward with his cannon. We have a fight here. Nice cannon shot there from Scratch. It looks like... Oh, what is Scratch doing? He's going backwards. Oh, maybe he's just going for a better angle. Okay. Yeah, he should absolutely be peppering the hill. I don't know what exactly he's aiming for. This spy soldier gonna get RPG'd by me. And we got a bunch of people chasing Val Kilmer. Going after Scratch's cannon. Gonna get the cannon. Probably gonna go for a pop of those RPG piles. Gotta... Doesn't pop the RPGs somehow. Alright, we see Claim's team getting quite aggressive here. rundown, we have Chameleon, Karma, Val Kilmer, Gorilla, Silic, Grenade, Spy, and Clank. And that's going to do it. So, you know, this, I would say this game wasn't as intense as the last game, but again, you know, this is interesting on its own merits. The most shocking thing to me was nobody backed up Karma in the plains, and in fact, nobody really went plains, and it led to a lot of mid. You know, if you just look at the scorch marks, you know, you see, you know, sort of this, all the dead bodies seem to be centralized in this area. Clank's Hill, untouched, very, very removed from the battle, apparently. And, you know, not much going on, but yeah, that was another one for the books. Congratulations to Team Clank.
Game.
Now we are rotating to Vietnam. This is game number 5. Let's check it out. All right. This time we have God's team with Judgmental Illness as the captain, Clank, Karma, Val Kilmer, Scratch, Chameleon, and then with Captain Gorilla, with Grenade, Overdose, Donsky, Spy, and Silic. So you know how I was just mentioning that it doesn't matter what the teams are, because there were so many good players in the field. However, I will say that God's team does look a bit more stacked than Gorilla's team, if I may say so myself.
Game on.
So that whole thing that I said in the last game about how the teams are fair no matter what because of the quality of players, that just kind of goes out the window, especially when you have someone like Gorilla as captain. We have Gorilla himself and Overdose with cannons. And then on this team, we have Scratch, who looks like they only got one cannon. So we'll see how that works out. I think I do like Judgmental Illness's trait a little bit better. I think 2 teams on this, or 2 cannons on this map, might be a bit overkill. I would rather have the 4 extra soldiers. Oh, here we go. Donsky draws first blood by shooting Karma. And Karma with a uncharacteristically wild RPG volley. I don't think he did any damage whatsoever. Oh, someone just got nuked. Grenade. Grenade got blasted by what must be an RPG. And all of a sudden, Gorilla's team is on their heels. Except Karma getting quite aggressive here. That a suicide RPG? Yep, of course it is. I didn't think Karma was that filthy of a player, but you saw it just as I saw it, ladies and gentlemen. He is not above a suicide RPG. Meanwhile, we have Gorilla doing some fighting over here, getting RPG'd by somebody. Almost. Going up against Clank. Gorilla missing a Zook there. And Clank is going to get launched. And that Gorilla Soldier is going to go down. So yeah, very out of the gate, just very aggressive from Team Judgmental Illness. Nice cannon shot there from scratch. We have a fight over here. It looks like Karma is getting gunned down by Silic. And Silic does have eyes on the cannon. He's walking the wrong way. Oh, he's opting to go after this Clank, what appears to be a zombie, because he had a bunch of other soldiers in the middle. So yeah, that zombie's gonna get gunned down. Nice cannon shot. That might have been a friendly fire cannon. And it looks like Chameleon is gonna kill Gorilla's cannon. Meanwhile, Donsky and Silic, I don't know if they're aware of how urgent things are over at the flag, because they don't seem to be moving with much urgency. And yeah, I think that's going to be about it.
Flag contested. Flag lost.
There you go. So yeah, it was just a very, very aggressive strategy coming out of Judgmental Illness's team. You know, the battle line, if there even was a battle line, would be way like on this sort of curve here, which is way in Team Gorilla's territory. You know, in a theoretical game, the battle line should be sort of right down the middle, but it was just yeah, I mean, Team Gorilla, they were on their heels the entire game and just kind of collapsed. So, you know, great pushing there from Team Judgmental Illness.
Team eliminated. Game over.
All right, now this is game number 6 on Bridges Between Us. All right, we have Spy, the Artful Dodgers with Grenade, Karma, Judgmental Illness, Scratch, and Chameleon. And we have the Tallow Cricket Club with Captain Donsky, with Clank, Silic, Gorilla, Overdose, Val Kilmer, and Gene Hackman. So one of the sort of characteristics of this map, other than the bridges between us, is the sort of crater, the sort of indented flag location, which makes it very difficult to guard sometimes, because any attacking player could shoot down at the people guarding the flag. We'll see if that becomes a factor later on, but one thing to note, not really seeing any cannons here, so this is a strictly soldier-based affair. have here Karma with, what is this, 4 soldiers going from the north. We have Scratch following. Not much of a south presence. Okay, we got Chameleon maybe going to the south, and then it's hard to see on the mini map here, but it looks like Val Kilmer went middle. I'm going west. Yeah, I just can't see. But there's only 4 people on defense. Oh, there's like 9 people on defense. So yeah, there's a lot of defense. Okay, we do see some people in the middle. Val Kilmer, Donsky lobbing. And who do we have here? Clank, Gorilla, and myself going to the south. Blowing up some RPGs. We have Chameleon. You see Team Spy swarming this northern area. There's Karma coming in from the side, Grenade, Judgmental Illness, Scratch going across the bridge, Chameleon getting chased down. Looks like Team Tallow Cricket Club, they're on the doorstep of the flag here. However, there is a equally large force coming from Spy's team. Oh, nice. Doing some damage there with the RPG. Oh, that was a good RPG. And suddenly, this force here, moving on the flag, and it doesn't seem like the Tallow Cricket Club army can do much against all these guys unless they make a move quickly. This flag is getting... This is going to be close. There we go, this is it. And, wow. That was hard to capture because there's so much action going on. Look how, yeah, so I think this was the closest guy. He was just a matter of feet away from contesting the flag, and if they did get there, it could have been a flag swap. You can see that Spy's team did significantly more damage than Donsky's team. However, they were, and by they I mean Donsky's team, the Tallow Cricket Club, were just slightly faster in getting to that flag. You know, Silic, Gene Hackman, and Gorilla and Overdose. Great effort from them to sort of steal that flag in the nick of time. Short but sweet. Chameleon with the -5 damage, uncharacteristic for him.
Team eliminated. Game over.
Alright, so we got quite a few more here, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to save this for another time, another video. I've been doing about an hour, So in the next video, I will cover games 7 through 12. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.